What do you do when you get such an interview? How do you prepare for it? First, most importantly, I suggest that you contact an immigration attorney if you are called for such an interview. And if you're not able to do so, then follow these steps. Review the case thoroughly that you have submitted to USCIS or your employer has submitted, and look for any potential red flags. Were you ever arrested? Any out of status period, any period where you were not paid by your employer? Review that and come and make sure that you have an explanation for it, or you have some kind of a defense against it. For example, if you were out of status for any period of time, but you left and re-entered the country, most probably they would only look at your status from the time of your last entry. Second, prepare yourself thoroughly for the types of questions that might be asked. So if you're going to an attorney, make sure that they prepare you with the type of questions. They have a mock interview for you, and so that you familiarize yourself with what the potential questions are that an officer can ask you. Third, go through your entire application, your 485 application that you submitted to USCIS. Go through every column of that application. Make sure you review every document that was submitted by your attorney or your employer, along with the adjustment of status application. So you're not caught off guards when the officer asks you a question that's in your 485 form. Most importantly, go through the questions with reference to have you ever been arrested, all the questions where they ask you about security concerns, any out of status period, any criminal activity. Go through all those questions, and when you are answering the question, make sure that you understand the question thoroughly before you answer it. If you don't understand the question, just ask them to repeat it, but don't just say yes when you don't understand a question, right? So that's very important. Make sure you gather and organize all your documents properly in the order based on the interview notice. The interview notice will usually have a list of documents. Make sure you have original documents in one folder and a photocopy of all those documents in another folder, so that in case they don't have some document, you can immediately give them a photocopy of it, and they don't have to go and make photocopies. I still suggest that you get an attorney to represent you at these interviews, because the attorney will ensure that your rights are protected, and they will ensure that the interview is conducted in a fair and in accordance with the law, in a fair manner and in accordance with the law.